Hello friends, I welcome you all again. Today we have a very interesting topic in ore formation processes that is known as sublimation. So basically sublimation is a normally solid on heating melt to the liquid, which on further when we heat it further turns into gas. Conversely, on cooling, gas become liquid followed by solid, but sometimes what happen gases may become solid without any intermediate liquid state. This process is called as the sublimation. So let's discuss sublimation and the ore deposit by sublimation in India. So basically such mineral deposits associated with volcanics, thermal springs, and the fumaroles. Okay, where volatile metal is redeposited at the lower temperature and sometime higher temperature also. Okay, and due to this process, we get borax and the sulfur deposit. Borax and sulfur deposit both are very important deposit for the economical purposes. For example, Puga area. Puga is a hot spring region in Ladakh region, and this is here we get the sulfur and the borax deposit. Okay. Then let's discuss about the sublimation deposit of India. So this data is basically taken from Indian Mineral Yearbook 2003. So according to this book, there right now there is no direct production of the sulfur from India because since 2003, before 2003, there was two major ore deposit or mineable region. One is Amjhor in Bihar and second one is Sladipura region in Rajasthan. So this was mined by the PPCL, that is Pyrite Phosphate and Chemical Limited. One more reason where sulfur get the mineable concentration or secondary concentration in Dehradun region, and the mine area is known as the Maldevta region. Okay, so according to the hot spring, we can divide the whole India into 10 geothermal provinces. First one is Himalayan region, second one is Son Narmada region, West Coast region, Mahanadi region, Godavari region, up to the South India region. And one very important region is that is the Andaman Nicobar Island region. As you know, this is Andaman and Nicobar Island is the has only one active volcano of India. Okay, so in Himalaya, very famous is Puga Ladakh region, and the temperature is varies from 30 to 84 degrees centigrade. Chumthang is situated in North Sikkim. Okay, so there is a heat flow 41 to 160. Then when we talk about the Manikaran has a temperature 34 to 96 degrees centigrade. Tapovan in Uttarakhand region 30 to 65 degrees centigrade. Then similarly, we have in Son Narmada region, the highest temperature we occurred in Manikaran region as well as in the Tattapani region 52 to 97 degrees centigrade. Tattapani is a Hindi word. The conversion of this word in English is hot spring. Okay, so there is a so many places in India where this place is known as a Tattapani in Himachal Pradesh, in Madhya Pradesh, in Jharkhand also we have Tattapani. So basically, so overall, the temperature of the hot spring in India varies. Minimum temperature is 30 degree and the maximum temperature is 97 degree centigrade. When we talk about the heat flow, the highest heat flow occurred in the Son Narmada Tapi region, and the basic reason behind this because this Son Narmada Tapi is basically connected by the lineament. This is a very famous lineament, Son Narmada Tapi. So there is the highest heat flow in the region, and second one is the Mahanadi Valley also, that is 200 plus. So these are the some famous hot spring all around the India, from Sikkim, and that is Chumthang, Yumthang, Manamik, that is in Nubra Valley, then Manikaran, Khir Ganga, etc. etc. As you can see here, there is so many Tattapani. One is in Himachal Pradesh, another one is Madhya Pradesh, another one is in Jharkhand. So this is a very common word in India. So let's talk about the some scenario about the world. So as you know, sulfur deposit occurred in the Ring of Fire, and Ring of Fire is the Pacific Ring of Fire. And such type of deposits are under the mining process in Indonesia, Chile, Japan, etc. Other regions are Alaska region. We get some sulfur deposit in Alaska region along the hot spring, and in West African Rift Zone also. So with this note, I am concluding this lecture here. I hope you will enjoy this lecture very much. And I will come again very soon with another lecture. God bless you all. Thank you very